Hi, so today I've got some trouble with the Bostitch air nailer, framing nailer, and when you put air into it, you'll find that air is coming out in the trigger area. So I know there's some O-rings and seals. You can buy a kit to repair the trigger. However, I'm going to do it my style, and I don't have the kit. It's an off day. I can't find the kit. I don't have time to order it, so I'm going to try to fix it myself with no kit. So watch, and we're going to see if we can match up the O-rings and get this fixed without. First of all, we're going to take our air hose, plug into it. Air is definitely coming out the trigger. Air is definitely coming out the trigger area. First thing we have to do to take it apart is there's 3 roll pins right here. We need to punch them out. So I'm going to start with a small punch. I'm just going to knock this guy out. Now, I've never worked on one of these before, so it's completely new to me. Next thing I found is I've got an 8D finish nail. Seems to be about the right size to fit in that hole. So I'm going to try to finish it out with the finish nail. Okay, I got that roll pin out. As you see, this 8D finish nail is perfect size to get through that hole. Now I have to get the trigger out of there. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. Get started with my punch. 8D finish nail. Okay. Got that roll pin out. Next thing I want to do is try to take this trigger assembly out of here. I'm just going to get a rag, cover over this hole, see if I can use the pressure to get it out. Like that. There it come out. I just held the rag over there, put the pressure to it, and it popped right out. Now I've got the trigger assembly out. I've never seen one of these before, so I'm just kind of taking a look at it. So I know you can order rebuild kits for this. I'm just going to try to match these O-rings up. I'm guessing you have to take these little pins out right here. So there's 2 little pins right there. You can just push those out pretty easily, it looks like. Another pin on this side. Now we got those out. I'm going to pull this guy apart, I think. The spring inside there. Here we go. So this fits in there, and it comes out, and there's 2 very small little O-rings there. Now down in here, looks like I'm finding a harder plastic one that's maybe broken into pieces. I don't know if you can see in there or not, but I'm getting pieces of something out of here. I don't know if that was a rubber gasket that dried up. Exactly what. But there's small pieces coming out of there. Not a rubber O-ring. Like I said, first time taking all this apart, so for me, this is the first time I've ever had my eyes on this stuff. It's sort of trial and error. Looks like there's some more O-rings in there. So I'm just taking these guys out too. There we go. I just grabbed some really tiny needle nose pliers and pulled it out. There are a couple more rubber O-rings in here. So I don't know if it's missing an O-ring, but it looks like you know, those these fragments right here look like it was maybe a nylon or something, but I'm going to try to just put this rubber O-ring back in that spot to see. Okay, for this back one right here, substitution, that's the one I think is causing all my problems. This nylon one that's missing. The only thing I have are these O-rings, so I'm going to use this size, 11. Okay, so now we're going to put it back together. We're going to grease this up. Okay, so we got the roll pin in. Now we're just going to put some air to it and see what happens. Cross our fingers. There we go. No nails in it, of course. Just be careful, but getting some air back out of it. So it's close. I'm going to take it apart one more time and look at it, and we're going to see what happens there. Okay, so we got a different O-ring where the flange was at. Now I'm just going to lube this up one more time. Put it back together. Now finish it off with a punch. Nice and easy. Now it's time to figure out if this worked or not. So I'm going to put air to it, and there's no nails in here. Okay. So far, so good. Don't have any air leaking yet. I'm going to test it out. There we go. Okay, so far so good. No air leaking out. Now, inside here, the green piece that had the plastic nylon O-ring that was broken like this. I tried several different O-rings, several different sizes. What I came up with on the last size is I used a metric O-ring, rubber O-ring. It was size 2.4 wide, ID 9.8. So they call this a P10A. 2.4, 9.8. It was number 10 in this metric O-ring kit that I got from Harbor Freight. So that's what I used to replace it, and that seems to be holding air. I'm just going to take a little cleanser and spray on there to see if we have any leakage. And you might see that I don't see any bubbles. So as for right now, I think it's holding air. That's great. Hopefully that's helped. It's going to help me. I couldn't get to the I couldn't get this ordered. I need to use this weekend. So hopefully that'll hold me long enough. It's pretty easy to take that apart. A lot of times you can just match up O-rings with things like that. I've got a couple different sets, and that's a lot of times how I fix stuff. So I'm just going to put this trigger back on, put the roll pin through there, and we're all done. Hopefully that's helped. Good luck with yours.